Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Breaking news: the Chancellor's dilemma. Susanna Reid adjusted her earpiece, the familiar hum of the Good Morning Britain studio fading into the background as a new update flashed across the screen. A moment later, she straightened in her chair, her expression shifting from practiced ease to professional urgency. "We have some breaking news this morning," she announced, her voice steady. A flicker of good news perhaps for the Chancellor, because the cost of living fell last month, according to official figures released in the last few minutes. Beside her, Richard Madeley nodded, his brow slightly furrowed. "Inflation has dropped by 0.2% in February," Susanna continued, "but it still stands at 2.8%. That's well above the Bank of England's target for inflation." Richard leaned forward, and, of course, this news comes just hours before the Chancellor, Rachel Reeves, makes her highly anticipated spring statement, a mini-budget. A moment later, ITV's political correspondent, Louisa James, appeared on screen, reporting live from Westminster. The cold March air tousled her hair, but she ignored it, focused on delivering the facts. "This is one of many challenges facing the Chancellor today," she explained. "Even with this small drop in inflation, the government is facing an estimated £15 billion gap in its finances. The big question is how Rachel Reeves plans to fill it." Back in the studio, Richard glanced at Susanna. "We're already hearing reports that another £500 million in benefits cuts are on the table." Louisa nodded. "That's correct. The Office for Budget Responsibility has said that the welfare reform previously announced by the Chancellor is only expected to save £3.4 billion, far short of the £5 billion initially promised." Susanna exhaled. "So, a direct challenge to those plans." Louisa pressed on. "One of the key announcements we're expecting today is a freeze in universal credit incapacity benefits for new claimants. That means payments won't rise in line with inflation. Additionally, there are discussions about cutting the basic rate of universal credit by 2029. A silence fell over the studio. Even the production crew, usually focused on the next segment, listened intently. Susanna shook her head slightly. "That's going to be difficult news for a lot of people." Louisa nodded gravely. "Absolutely. This will impact some of the most vulnerable individuals in the country. The Chancellor has previously said that her main principle is protecting those who need support, while ensuring that those who can work are given the tools to do so. But critics are already asking, will these measures really protect those in need?" Richard leaned back in his chair. "It sounds like today's announcement will be a balancing act between tough economic realities and political promises." Louisa gave a small smile. "That's exactly it, Richard, and we'll have full details when the Chancellor makes her statement at 12:30 today." Susanna turned back to the camera, her voice calm but serious. "We'll keep you updated throughout the morning as we get more details. For now, let's take a short break." As the screen faded to black, the newsroom remained abuzz. In the next few hours, the government's plans would be laid bare, offering either reassurance or fresh concerns for millions across the UK.